Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you all to Shito's Mathematics Coaching Program. Before the commencement of today's lecture, I urge every one of you should kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit on the bell to get the notifications anytime I drop my videos. So today we are going to be looking at solving equations with fractions. So if you have any equations to be solved, if the equation now contains or comprises of what we call fraction, you understand? So how do we solve them, or how do we solve the equation? So let's look at this particular equation we have to solve. So we are given 9p over 10 plus 3 over 5 equals to 2p divided by 5 plus 7 over 10. So what is making this to be an equation is what is the presence of this equal sign. So if you have any mathematical statement that involves the variable, that is what we are to look for, the missing number, and it involves what we mean by what is equal sign. So we said that mathematical statement is what is called an equation. So now our main target here today is with fractions. So if you have the one with fractions, so how do we solve that? So now the first thing that should come to our mind if you have this kind of problem is to look for a way to clear the fraction, so that we have our equation in a linear form that will be in a straight form. So we clear the fraction, there won't be anything like denominator again. So now to do that now, so what is the next thing to do? The next thing to do is to take the LCM. The LCM of the denominators, that is 5 and 10. So you can see that we have 10 here, we have 5 here, we have 5 here, we have 10 there. So therefore we are looking for the LCM of the what? Of the 5 and what? And 10. So now to get them, so what is the LCM of what? Of 10 and 5. The LCM of 10 and 5 is what? Is 10, because automatically 10, let's say I have this multiple of 5 now. The multiple of 5, so we have 5, we have 10, we have what? We have 15. The multiple of 10, so we have what? We have 10, we have what? We have 20, then we have 30, then and so on like that. So here also and so on like that. So now if we are to look at the LCM now, so therefore you are picking the one that is common and at the same time is what is the least of the common what? Of the common factor. So 10 is what is the least, that is lowest common factor of what? Of 5 and 10. So the LCM of 10 and 5 is what? Is 10. So now after you have already gotten the LCM, so the next thing to do is to multiply the LCM through this equation. So as I say, we have multiplying, you have 9p over 10 multiplied by 10. So that's what I'm saying. Plus 3 over 5 multiplied by 10. Can I get in it? Equals to 2p over 5 multiplied by 10. Then plus 7 over 10 multiplied by 10. So that's what I meant by multiply through this equation by the LCM 10. So now what is the next thing to do? So we try to break this down. You can see that 10, we cancel 10 here. So 5 here, we have what? 5 in 10, we have 2 here. 5 here, 1, 5 here, 2, 10, we cancel 10 here, 1. So now to reduce this one, so what are you going to have? We have 9p plus 3 times 2, we have 6 equals to, we have what? We have 2 times 2p, we have what? We have 4p, then plus 7 here. Are you getting what I'm doing here now? So now what's the next thing? You can see that we've already cleared out the fraction here. So now the next thing to do is to collect the lifetime. So collecting the lifetime, you anything like p family. So we have p family at the right hand side. So this one will come to the side and we send this to this side. So as any term crossing the equality sign or inequality sign, automatically the sign at the front of that particular number will be changing. So now let's say we want to collect the light time here. We have 9p. So 4p is coming to meet its family here. So this one will be minus 4p automatically, because this has turned towards, or has traveled back towards, so left hand side equals to, so automatically this one is leaving. So we have 7 here at the right hand side, but this is coming to meet it, so therefore to change will be what? To be changing to minus 6. So now from here, what's the next thing to do? So 9p minus 4p, so we have what? We have to, this to be 5p equals to 7 minus 6. So 7 minus 6 is what? Is 1. I get it. So now from there, what's the next thing to do? We are looking for p. So p will be automatically, that is, you try to divide through by what? By 5, so that we have 5p, so that we have, let me write it, we have 5p 1, so over 5 over 5. Are you getting it? So this, we cancel this one, so now we are left with p to be equals to 1 over 5, and that is what? That is the answer to our problem. So now this is the value we got for p. Therefore p is representing this particular number here. You understand now? So if you now want to check whether you are actually right or not, so anywhere you see p, try to put this. So we pick the LHS, that is left hand side. So let's say 9p over 10, then plus 3 over 5. So now if you pick this one now, so you can see that 9 over, what is my p? P is 1 over 5, then over 10 plus 3 over 5. So now trying to write this one, so we can see that this will be 9 over 5, that is 9 times 1 will be 9 over 5, then divided by what? Divided by 10 plus 3 over 5. Are you getting it now? So from here, you can have 9 over 5 multiplied by 1 over 10, because if you are to multiply or to divide this one, understand, automatically you know 10 is the same thing as over 1. So changing this division sign to multiplication, therefore you have what? You have the reciprocal of 10, that is 1 over 10, then plus 3 over 5. So try to multiply, we have 9, then we have what? We have 50 plus what? 3 over what? 3 over 5. Are you getting it now? So from here, what is the LCM here? The LCM is 50, then 50 in 50. So what do we have? 1. 1 multiplied by 9, we have 9, then plus 5 in 50, that is 10. 10 multiplied by this, we have 30. So we'll be having 39 over 50. So now, therefore, putting the value of p back to this left hand side of this equation, so we have what? We have everything to be what? 39 over 30. So now if you now want to do the same thing to the left hand side, so let's put p, 2p over 5 plus 7 over 10 here. I'm getting the same thing we did. What is my p? P is 1 over 5 over what? Over 5 plus 7 over what? Over 10. 7 over 10. So now from here, so this can be 2 times 1, we have what? We have 2 over 5, then divided by this 5 here, over 1, then plus 7 over what? 7 over 10. So now we can have this to be 2 over 5 multiplied by 1 over what? 1 over 5 plus what? Plus 7 over 10. So now from here, we have 2 times this, we have 2. 2 times 5, we have what? We have 25. 5 times 5, we have what? We have 25. Then plus, what do we have here? 7 over 10. So now from here, what's the LCM here? The LCM here is what? Is 50. You understand? Because 25 we go in 50, how many times? 2 times. Then 10 will go in 50, how many times? That is 5. So now from here, 25 in 30 in 50, we have 2. 2 times 2 here, we have what? We have 4 plus 10 in 50. That is what? That is 5. 5 times 7, that is what? 35. So we can see that we have 4 plus 35 give us what? 39 over 50. So now look at this result here and look at this result there. You can see they are the same. So now, having this and this to be the same, the left hand side and the right hand side to be the same thing, definitely the true value of P that we got there to be 1 over 5 is actually correct. So here you don't need to wait till your teacher, your son or your lecturer mark you before you know what you have really done. So you know what you did. Understand? You've already marked yourself. So if you, let's say in case from what we did here, so there's confusion or anywhere to ask questions, so kindly hit on the comment box and ask your questions. So I remain your humble self, Shitu. Take care of yourself.